Hey, what's up, you guys? FilmFan0599 here again, and welcome back to the universe of the Blue Tubers. And today on Universe of the Blue Tubers, I'm going to be reviewing Weezer's Pacific Daydream. So, Weezer's Pacific Daydream is a 2017 released album, is the 11th studio album from, of course, alternative rock band Weezer. Weezer are a band that I clearly love. I love Weezer a lot. They are a fantastic band. You know, they have a great alternative sound to them. They are just phenomenal in almost every way, and I've loved a lot of their albums. You know, they've had some duds, obviously, but you know, I have enjoyed a lot of their albums. And even with last year's The White Album, which I thought was fantastic. Like, I really thought that was a really great album, and when I heard that they were going to release another album this year, I was like, oh, okay, I'm obviously not complaining, even though the last time they did yearly releases, it wasn't that great. But, I was hoping, that this would be enjoyable. I was hoping maybe it could just be a good album, and, yeah, I liked it a lot, honestly. I did enjoy Weezer's Pacific Daydream. It seems like I've been in the minority with quite a few albums this year. I'm in the minority with the Magic Dragons one, the Liam Gallagher one, and now this one. And honest to God, I really enjoyed it. I really liked Weezer's Pacific Daydream. I really like the tone that they went with this record. I really did like what they did here on Pacific Daydream. Really kind of just being a little bit more, upbeat and stuff like that, in which I really liked a lot. I actually did think they executed that a lot really well into this album. It was very enjoyable. I did like Pacific Daydream a lot. So let's get to why I like Pacific Daydream. First being, the production on the album is actually quite good. I did like the production a lot on this album. It is really nice sounding, honestly. I really like a lot of the instrumentation to this album. It is really solid. I do like a lot of the instrumentation to Pacific Daydream. It is really good. Rivers Cuomo still sounds fantastic with his vocals and stuff like that. The guitar work is really great, especially in Mexican Fender, which I think has the best guitar work on any of the songs on the album. The bass sounds great too. So yeah, the bass sounds great. The drums sound great as well. So yeah, everyone does their part very well, in my opinion. I do think everyone in the band does their part very well on this album. It is very good. I do like the production on Pacific Daydream a lot. It does have very solid production, in my opinion. The songs. Now, let's get into the tunes. Let's talk about the tunes, shall we, people? The tunes, people. The songs with this album, I will start off with the opening track with the album, which is Mexican Fender, which I really loved a lot, because I wasn't too huge on the first single that they released, Feels Like Summer. But they released this one along with announcing the album. I thought this was a really great song. I still do think it's a really great song. It really is. I really love the guitar riff with the song. Like I mentioned beforehand, this does have the best guitar work out of any of the songs on the album. I really love that a lot. I really love the guitar work on it. That guitar riff is really fantastic. And of course, when they build up to that chorus of Summer Love, when they do that, and just the backing vocals and all that, really works a lot. It's really great. It is a very great opening track. Really does start off the album very well, in my opinion. I do really like Mexican Fender a lot. And like when, he sings, she loves me not. Like they kind of do, it's kind of like almost like a lullaby type sense, like a children's lullaby. It's really cool. I really like how they did that when he would sing that. It was very, very nice in my opinion. Really nice touch to the song as well. So yeah, Mexican Fender is a really great song. It really does start off the album very well in my eyes. I liked also QB Blitz and Get Right. Nice, just little upbeat, songs. I really like those a lot. QB Blitz has kind of, a nice little acoustic vibe going for it, and I thought it was very solid. I like that a lot. Get Right has a very just upbeat tone to it, which I think, does very solidly as well. So, yeah, those songs are great, along with Weekend Woman, which, is probably out of the singles, the best single that they released. I didn't listen to it beforehand, because they released like 5 singles. I was like, okay, I've already had enough. I've listened to enough. I'm gonna just wait till the album comes out. And you know, I thought this song was great. Definitely the best release of the singles. It was fantastic. Like, I love the lyrics to it, and the instrumentation is really great. It's also the longest song on the album, but it's only like 4 minutes, so it's not really, you know, too long. But it is really good. I do really like the song a lot. Like I said, Rivers Cuomo's vocals sound great on it. It really fantastic. And the instrumentation is probably my favorite thing of the whole song. I really love the instrumentation a lot to it. And it's really great. Like, it really has some nice production on the song. And, you know, they add not really necessarily electronics, I guess you could say, but, you know, it is really solid that what they do put into that song. So, yeah, Weekend Woman, really great song. Probably my favorite out of the singles. And just my favorite song in general on the album is La Mancha Screwjob. I believe that's how you say it. Really great. I really love it. Like, you kind of hear just crickets at first, and then you hear the bass, and it goes woo, 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 woo. Like, it just, like, I like how it starts off and where it leads into and stuff like that. Like, I love Rivers' voice on it, and of course that, you know, the instrumentation at the beginning of it before they hit the chorus and stuff like that is great. It really works a lot with the song. It really works with the tone of it, I think, and it's really great. I really love it a lot. And then, of course, when they, you know, get to the big, grandiose chorus, like they always do with the Weezer song, and the backing vocals really do work a lot with that song as well. And it's great. Like, I love the, not necessarily the explosion, but, like, once we do hit the chorus, once, you know, everything rises up. It's great. I really love it a lot. Just a nice, little upbeat song as well, kind of like QB, Blitz, and Get Right. Just, you know, nice and upbeat, and it's, you know, enjoyable. That's the best thing I could say about this album. It's just a nice little upbeat album that I liked a lot. It was just fun to listen to, honestly. And El Macho Screwjob probably is my favorite song off of this record, and definitely the one I'm going to come back to the most. So, yeah. Now, the only issues that I do, really the only things I didn't like about this album is that sometimes the production can be a little bit, you know, not too great at times. Just, there are some points where kind of the production is a little bit at some moments. And there are some songs I didn't really care for, like Feels Like Summer. It's not awful. I don't think it's a terrible song, honestly, but it's just, it's not good. Like, I really don't enjoy Feels Like Summer. Like, it just tries so hard to be like this fun summer tune that you can blast through the radio and stuff like that. And it doesn't work. Like, I don't think Rivers sounds that great on the song. The instrumentation is kind of sloppy on that song to me. So, yeah, if you want a song on this album that really does fit a summer vibe, I think Beach Boys, although it's not like one of my favorites or anything, but it is a really solid song, I do think has much more of a better beach vibe or summer vibe to it. It isn't trying as hard to it. It just generally comes off as that way. But it Feels Like Summer, it just feels like it's forcing to be like that and just being this kind of just fun little song. And it's not that great, and it's kind of, you know, I really don't like listening to it. Like I said, not an awful song, but it's just meh. And Any Friend of Diane's, which is the closing track to this album, for one, doesn't work as a closing track at all to me. And two, it's just, eh. But the only thing I really liked about the song, like I think was really great, was kind of the somewhat When I Come Around riff to it. You know, it kind of has that with the do-do-do-do. Like, it's just, I like that whenever it's played at some points during the song. I thought that was honestly the best part of the song, but everything else is just kind of okay really about the song. Like, the instrumentation is fine, lyrics are eh. So, yeah, that's just really, those are the only two songs I don't really care for. So, yeah. But overall, I do think Weezer's Pacific Daydream is a very solid album. I do think it's nice, fun, little upbeat type of album, you know, different from both of the albums that they released previously with Everything Will Be Alright in the End and the White Album. But I do think it's a nice kind of trifecta one where it's just kind of, you know, just a nice little upbeat album that we just wanted to put out there. And it's really enjoyable. I do like it a lot, honestly. I did think Pacific Daydream was a very solid album from Weezer. So it's time for my official rating on Weezer's Pacific Daydream, and my official rating on Weezer's Pacific Daydream is a 3.5 out of 5. I do think this is a solid album. I did quite enjoy it a lot. I think I am enjoying it a lot more than most people are. But, you know, I did like it. Very solid album. Definitely something I could see myself going back to again here and there and stuff like that. Had some very nice songs to it. It is an enjoyable album. I did quite like it a lot. Definitely deserves a 3.5 out of 5. So, if you have listened to Weezer's Pacific Daydream, what did you think of it? Leave in the comment section below. And I'm FilmFan0599, and we will see you about later. Peace.